send Cincinnati. Quick shuttle right out of the shotgun. Inside Charles Alexander. Clay Matthews on the coverage. And they are midway through the final quarter now at Buffalo, where the Miami Dolphins now in front of the Bills 23-14. Chicago burying Atlanta at Soldiers Field. The Bears will go to 12-0, looking at 16-0. Houston now back in front of San Diego 27-21. It was a 3-yard run by Mike Rozier. New Orleans leading Minnesota 23-16. And with 9 minutes to go in that ball game in Pittsburgh, Washington continuing to lead the Steelers 27-20 now. Jordan, not a chance. Not a chance. Reggie Kemp, his second.
That's James White, who was just activated yesterday, wasn't supposed to even be on the roster. They got one in on us, Phil.
Now it's 3rd down and 20. Fifth sack for the Browns today. Boom. Charles Alexander feeling the wrath of Chris Watkins. He's the nickelback. Now we talked about that game in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Steelers have trailed virtually all day long, and if they go on to lose to the Skins today, they too will have their work cut out in Denver and San Diego back-to-back.
Well, of the 3 remaining schedules, I think Pittsburgh has, what you might say, the easiest, if you can call any of them easier, except, as we mentioned before, Cincinnati plays 3 or 4 at home, and Pittsburgh plays 2 out of 4 at home.
Well, it's a good bet when you look at the remaining schedules of all 3 of the contenders in the Central Division. This one could go right down to the final Sunday.
When you're dealing with higher volumes of information and need answers fast, you search everywhere for solutions, but find it hard to get on top of things. That's why IBM created the personal computer AT with the power to push high performance even higher. With the AT, fast becomes faster, and the capacity to have data becomes greater, all to help put your business on solid ground. The IBM personal computer AT for advanced technology.
Hey, you can do those tricks first time around. Same goes for smokeless tobacco. But here's one that's easier on you. Stowe Long Cut. Now, it's not chewing tobacco. Long Cut stays stuck between your teeth and gum. So Stowe Long Cut makes it easy to enjoy tobacco without lighting out.
You get it in mint, there's no wintergreen. Easy to use, great taste. What's up, B? That's Stowe Long Cut.
It's a lot easier than this.
Pat McInally took a high snap from center, unable to get the punt away, tried to run with it, and got no place, Reg.
Hey, I'll tell you something. Watch it now. As Minnick, number 31, gets to the cutoff angle. Now McInally cannot punt it. There's no chance for him to pick up as much yardage as he needs, and it might be important right now for Cleveland to try to score, because if you're talking tiebreakers, and you know the closeness of this race in the AFC Central, they may want to put on another 3 points. They were beaten 27-10 in Cincinnati.
Danielson down on the knee, and that just about will wrap things up here as the sun breaks through the clouds here at Cleveland Stadium. One after more inning as the sun shines on Art Modell's Cleveland Browns.
And to further expound on that point, Cleveland lost by 17 in Cincinnati. They were ahead by 18 today, so any tie between these 2 teams would fall in Cleveland's favor. Because in a head-to-head matchup, they beat, the differential was 1 point in Cleveland's favor.
We talked at the outset of our telecast, Reggie, about Gary Danielson's presence, and it certainly was felt today by the Cincinnati Bengals. Gary Danielson coming back from that shoulder separation and played exceptionally well. It was also a Cleveland Browns defensive unit that played so very, very well to reverse what happened 2 weeks ago on the unofficial surface at Cincinnati. The final today, 24-6 Cleveland. Let's go now to John Palmer at NBC News with this news. Egyptian commandos, according to U.S. embassy officials in Malta, have now assaulted that aircraft. The jetliner had been diverted to Malta on a flight from Athens to Cairo on Saturday by several gunmen saying they represented a group known as Egypt Revolutionaries. We get the very latest now from the airport in Malta in this report from correspondent Stephen Fraser.
3 hours after darkness fell here in Malta, we could see a flash of light from the area of the airport where the Egypt airplane was parked. And we could hear a muffled explosion and then the sound of automatic weapons firing. Security forces were attacking the plane. It wasn't clear whether they were Maltese or Egyptian. The area which had been blacked out was suddenly floodlit, and ambulances approached the plane in a stream. The rescue team responded to the airport. The sound of sirens coming from every direction. Those who became the attack say the casualties are found to be high. They said they saw a flash coming from the center of the plane, and then flame and smoke spread from the plane, so it was difficult to tell what was happening. Now attention is focusing on the hospital, where dozens of ambulances have headed. It's not clear yet who is in control of the plane, the rescue forces or the hijackers. This is Stephen Fraser, NBC News, Lua, Malta.
And we have further word from Ann Garrels, NBC State Department correspondent, who says that the attack, the assault on the aircraft with the terrorists, was carried out by Egyptian and Maltese commandos. That assault is now said to be over, and again, we have no report on casualties. Earlier, one woman...